So I wanted to get some feedback from you guys. Ultimately, I'm going to have to get a new truck, and I just wanted to get some different ideas and opinions out there from you guys and share what my thinking is. Currently, my F-150, it's a 1999. We're at almost 220,000 miles, so it's obviously getting up there. I know it's still got some life in it, but you know, pulling the 7x16 enclosed trailer with all the weight in there is definitely going to reduce that lifespan, I would imagine. I've done some minor upgrades to the truck to compensate for that, but I don't want to go all out. You know, might as well just get a new truck, which I'm going to inevitably need anyway. My biggest question and concern is what to do with this current truck. Should I sell it? Should I trade it in? Or should I keep it? You know, it's not worth a whole lot. I probably could get a couple thousand for it if I were to sell it on my own. I doubt I'd get that much for a trade-in, though sometimes, you know, it's just a money game and making the numbers work on paper, so sometimes they can give you more for a trade-in than what it's really worth, just to make the numbers work out right for you when you go to a dealership. But you know, that's not a guarantee or whatever, but most likely selling it on my own, I'd get the most for it. I don't know if I want to go through all that, but ultimately my biggest opportunity is I feel like if I keep this truck, then it can be my second truck. It can be a backup truck, just like having a backup mower, as well as it can just be a second working truck with a reduced workload. So for example, the new truck would be the one pulling the trailer most of the time, and then this truck would be the backup in the event that something happened to that truck. You know, new trucks, new vehicles, there's still going to be issues. Most of it's under warranty, no big deal, but there's still going to be issues. It's not going to be perfect. So it would be good to have a backup so I wouldn't have to miss a beat, miss a day, especially as I start hiring. You know, we're going to have more of a workload, which just means less time to get it done. So it's really critical to stay operating every day that you know, are scheduled to get work done. So having a backup truck, just like having backup equipment, I feel like could be a necessity. Definitely will be helpful. And then the fate of this truck as the backup truck, also reduced workload truck, I could use it as like my spray truck. Not saying to put necessarily a spray tank in the truck bed, but I could still use it. You know, I could get the hitch attachment for my spreader on the back, you know, like most of the companies have, so they can just put the spreader right on the back there. They don't have to put it in their truck bed or anything, and they can just unhook it real quick and then keep all the material in the back. You know, keep all their granular fertilizer, pre-emergent, whatever time of year, seed in the fall, that kind of stuff. I can keep that in the truck bed and have the spreader on the hitch attachment. As well as when it comes time to spray, I can get I can use the ramp that I have for my snow thrower, my Toro snow thrower, which I do want to replace that with a newer, better ramp. But use that same type of ramp that's attached to the hitch, and I can put my spray setup on there, my machine and everything, which I'm going to be using what I already have. I haven't even set that up yet. I'm going to be setting that up soon, so stay tuned for the video upcoming for that, how I'm converting equipment I already have into a sprayer spreader machine of my own, multi-purpose machine, so I can just drive that up on the ramp, and when it's that time of year I can drive around with this truck with that on the back. So that's my thinking on that. You know, when I go do estimates, things like that, I'll definitely use the new truck. So this truck will be sitting in the driveway at my house for the large majority of the time. Just be using this as a backup, and when this way the guys can be you know, they can be mowing with the trailer, and then I can grab this truck and go ahead and do my spray routes, spreading routes, or whatever time of year it is for that. Aerating and seeding, which we'll probably all team up on that. We'll probably just use the one truck and trailer for that. So I know some guys do stuff like that. They get the racks too, you know, like truck racks on the truck bed for their hand tools and things, so that they can do some miscellaneous stuff like that, some touch-up work, some smaller jobs, and they don't have to pull a trailer. So that's also an option too, but I'm more so thinking about, you know, the turf care side of it, you know, the whole fertilizing and weed control aspect, and using this truck for that which is a reduced workload. And just wanted to get your thoughts and feedback on that. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a good idea? Do any of you out there, have you done something like that? Are you currently doing something like that? Pros and cons to that. That's just my thinking. You know, this truck isn't worth a whole lot anyway, but once it stops pulling this trailer, I'm gonna increase its lifespan. So you know, might as well just hang on to it as long as I can. You know, I mean, this truck will probably last forever at that point if I'm only using it, you know, a little bit here and there. So that's just my thinking. I think it's always good to have two of your most important and essential pieces of equipment: truck, mower, you know, trimmer, blower, those kind of things. So even a backup trailer if you really needed one. But there's plenty of places in my area where you can rent trailers and trucks, but I just want to avoid that if I can, as well as you can rent mowers and all that stuff, so, and trimmers and blowers. So that's good. But just wanted to get your feedback and share that with you guys, because I need to be as proactive as possible so I can keep the thought process going. Thanks, I appreciate it. Put the feedback in the comments below. Thanks, guys.